We'd like to welcome everybody to the Houston Alexander podcast. And in the podcast booth, we have my man Steve Nelson. What's going on? Boxer Steve Nelson at that. What's going on with you, man?
It's your boy. It's so cold. We in here.
Hold on. That is your nickname. That's your nickname?
That's my nickname. So cold.
So cold is your nickname.
Yep. So cold.
But hey,
cold at everything.
But hold on, Steve. I'm mad at you, man.
Why is
dude, I've been mad at you for a couple of years now. But hey, do you know why I'm mad at you, Steve?
I got a pretty good guess.
What do you think? Why do you think?
Was it the sparring session?
Ladies and gentlemen, last time I was in the gym with Steve whooped my ass. I don't like you, Steve.
I love you.
No. Because here's the thing. When we were sparring, last time we were together, man, you sparred and you were faster, you were stronger, you was in shape, man, and you looked good, man. So in knowing at that time when we were sparring, I'm like, this man ready. He ready.
Yeah.
Did you now you from Omaha, right?
Yeah, I'm originally from Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay. And when did you start boxing, man? When did you want to get up and wake up one morning and go, oh, okay, I want to start boxing? When did that happen?
I had joined the military. I was in the military for about 3 years before I started boxing. And I just didn't.
So you weren't even boxing. You weren't even boxing before the military.
Never touched the gym. I never played any organized sports. You know, I played like pickup games and stuff like that, but I never was really into sports.
Oh, you didn't play football. You didn't play basketball. You didn't play. You didn't play tennis.
Yeah, I tried to play those sports, which I could have been good at them.
Okay.
But I was in trouble. I was a hothead. So I would jump on a team, and within the first week, I start a fight. I be cussing the coach out. Like, I ain't doing it. I'm doing it my way. You know, that's how I was growing up. So it was hard doing organized sports.
So that's crazy to hear because a lot of people fall in line when they do organized sports, and so you was one of those guys that didn't fall in line because it was really.
Yeah, I was up at the Bengals, man. I started a riot up there. The 18 versus B
playing football,
man. The first week I kicked off. Like, he gotta go. He can't be here.
So what high school did you go to, man? What high school?
You went to the Heart. You know the Heart.
I mean, you know I gotta tell you, but you know I gotta tell you to be up, man.
Central North. That was our biggest rivals, man.
Man.
It was
hold on. You went up to Central when y'all had the twins. Was it when the two twins was out there? That went to and I think one of them went to Iowa.
Yep.
Yeah, so you was up there when that time, right?
Exactly. What was it last name? Praters.
Yeah, yep. The Prater brother.
Big brother all the time. Nate.
See, so it's funny that I bring that up, man. That's crazy.
We used to get to the lunch table every day, clowning every day.
So, what neighborhood did you grow up in, man? So that's important too.
North Omaha, from 21st in Ohio to 25th in Evans. That was my.
Okay, you were almost downtown.
I was right there on
so
24th
right there,
Street, basically.
Oh, right there, and in the neighborhood.
Right in the neighborhood,
man. And it's crazy. Did you find yourself getting into a lot of trouble being down in the neighborhood, man?
That's one of the reasons why I had to leave. I had to leave and go to the Army because it was just too much, and everybody around me was like, "Man, Steve, you too smart for this, man. Why you out here? Why you doing this?" Even my own friends, you know, I would always slip through the cracks. You know, they get picked up by the police. Pulled over, and I always slip through the cracks.
So you got lucky. You got lucky.
Just one of them lucky ones that slipped through the cracks, man.
Man, and I just saw the premiere of the Out of Omaha story about the twins, and they followed the twins around for like several years. And man, but it's crazy because your story is like their story or like my story, and it just growing up in the neighborhood. And things just happening. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so things were just happening to you, huh?
Fall into that category, and it's more like you feel bad for them because you've been there and you know, like, how easy it is to get trapped into that stuff.
So do you feel that you were lucky? Do you feel like you were lucky?
I was lucky, and I made the right decisions at the right time to get out of here, which I like influence people. Like if you got teenagers and stuff, they gotta either get out of here or already be having something going on.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen guys that have stuff going on as good athletes, or they smart, but they still fall into that trap
because they got caught up for one situation, man. One situation that you avoided.
Wrong people, especially when you grow up around these people, it's hard to tell them no. When you grew up with this guy and he running the streets, it's hard to say, hey, no, man, I ain't about to be out here with you.
Exactly.
But that's your best friends and people you grew up with.
But see, that's when you have to take the leadership role, and I think that's what you did. Exactly. You took the leadership role with yourself and say, hey, I got to do something different, man.
Because I analyzed the people around me, all my friends, all my homeboys, all my cousins and stuff that was just sitting around here. Either they was getting caught up into the wrong thing, getting locked up, getting killed, or they just end up just working 9 to 5s and just really not doing nothing with their life. So it's like, man, I need to get out of here, man. I have this big brain. I need to use this and go somewhere.
But it especially crazy like this in small communities. It is where Omaha is not the biggest community, and it's not the smallest, but it's just small enough to get in trouble no matter where you turn or no matter what you do, man.
Exactly. It's crazy, man. Like North Omaha.
So
notorious for it.
Okay, so you left Omaha because of the situations that you were in sometimes. But what happened when you left, man? Where'd you go?
So to go to the military, I was getting all the type of stuff, and I was. I
gotta ask, what branch of the military?
Army, Army strong. Hold
on. Is the Army stronger than the Marines, the Air Force?
In my opinion, man? Because man, we can do everything. We can go in the water. We can go in the sky. We're like the first.
Y'all, you guys are the first unified.
Branch. Yeah, we're the first branch, and then everybody else came up off of us. So the Army is the strongest to me.
That's crazy. So you got into the Army though.
Yeah.
What happened then that got us here talking about you on this podcast?
I got in the Army. I learned the craft, which was satellite communication. That was my plan. That's a 6-figure job a year doing that. I was like, I'll be a satellite communication specialist, working for these big companies.
Using that big brain.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to do that. This is what I went to the Army for. I'm doing my hands, technical stuff, wiring and stuff. We do all that. Free computers, everything.
Yeah.
But one of my commanders was like, hey, you guys don't have to do this regular Army stuff every day. Just push-ups, sit-ups, run. That's all we pretty much do.
Okay.
He's like, hey, you guys go out and get into a sport or to CrossFit or something, as long as you show me that.
So you got encouraged to do something other than what y'all was doing.
You know what? I'm gonna try boxing. I got my homeboy Bud back at home. We was friends growing up. I was like,
okay.
Oh, Bud box and stuff like that. I always wanted to box. Always been a fighter. Getting into street fights and stuff like that.
And not want to be on team sports.
Right. That was just me. But I was more into building stuff, fixing stuff, putting stuff together, working on cars. That's me. Painting, do everything. That's where So Cold came from. So Cold at everything. So I was in there. And I was like, I'm gonna try boxing. Went to a local gym down the street from my house. And the coach was ex-Army too. The coach was ex-Army. So I went to the gym, and within the first week, the coach was like, man, how long you been boxing? I'm like, a week. He's like, no, not how long you been back. How long you been boxing? I'm like, a week. Like, man, you natural then.
But you've always been an athlete though. Yeah, and I'm sure you've known this.
Never explored
but
it.
Just never got into it.
Exactly. So that's why I encourage people to go out and just try stuff. Like, one of my biggest pet peeves is people always say, I don't know how to do that. Have you tried it?
That's because you haven't tried it.
Go try it. I don't want to do that, man. Go try it. The worst thing that happens, you end up right where you started off at. Try it though. You might find something new.
But Steve, it's crazy, man, because you were in the military for how many years?
7.5 years, almost 8.
Now, how crazy is it to come back to the neighborhood and see these kids not even been past 72nd and Ames,
man?
But you've been all over the world.
Yeah.
So how does that work? How do you balance that way of thinking when you see those kids like that? But you've been all over the world,
yeah,
and you have this
not just
different
kids,
thought process.
It's motivating to see the kids because you can share information with them, and they will more so listen to you because they know you're older and more experienced. But it's the peers that haven't been nowhere and they want to debate and argue about stuff. You like, man, like I've been there, I've seen it, I've seen different, and they just
I've seen different cultures, and I've seen how people get down.
Yeah,
you know,
ignorance is bliss. You know what I mean? They don't know that they don't know. So it's like, man, forget that. I'm gonna work on these kids because these kids are more so they'll listen and they'll grow and they'll see me and see what I'm doing.
Exactly. You get to the kids first because the adults.
Like him.
Exactly. You get to the kids first because the adults. You know, the adults already got their own way of thinking.
They're already there, so it's like it's too hard to try to tell them something and they don't want to listen. So and work on the kids.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you went to the Army and started getting down with boxing and was a natural at it. So what happened then? You
first year I'm around North Carolina beating everybody. I'm like, man, I'm competing and stuff around there, beating everybody up, pros, everybody. And then
plus you from the O.
Yeah, the O, where like being from Omaha, it make you because you gotta work harder because it's hard to get seen around here versus living in LA or Texas or Cali.
So we are working extra hard because because we don't have to
dig out that hole and then build a mountain on top of it.
Yeah.
So I'm beating everybody up. Within my first national tournament was the Olympic reloads.
Now what's that? What's that for people who don't know?
It's like the Olympic trials, the second part of it, because the first one, the guys will win and they go and try to get a spot on the Olympic team.
Okay.
But if they don't make it, then they got to do it all over. So they had to reload. I didn't know nothing about the Olympics. I'm just boxing. I'm like, Olympics? You can box in the Olympics? I didn't know none of this stuff because I never was.
Yeah, you just but you're new to the sport though.
So I went to the tournament.
You didn't know.
Got 8 fights. 8 fights. Fighting guys with 100+ fights. And I'm beating everybody up through the whole tournament. I get to the finals. I beat everybody, like 3 national champs, prior national champs. I get to the finals, and he was a guy that everybody knew. His name was Marcus Brown.
Okay.
It was a good fight.
Do we shout out Marcus Brown right now?
It ain't more like a shout out because you know what I mean. Like we had some words a couple of weeks ago before he lost his fight.
Word.
But I whooped his ass in a fight, but you know I was a guy that nobody knew. You know what I mean?
Well,
he ended up winning by a point. You know what I mean? And they took 3 points from me for holding. Talking about holding, I'm like, I don't know.
How do you get? Well, do you get in trouble for excessive holding in a fight in a boxing match?
Like they were saying, I was holding. But I'm like, I'm new to boxing. I don't know those strategies.
But you can lose points for holding people?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know that, man.
He was doing his technique where he lock my arms under his underarms and you do like this right here to make it seem like I'm holding him.
You're holding him, yeah.
He's taking points from me. And he done win by a point because of the point loss. But I was fucking him up the whole fight.
That's funny.
The whole fight. And he ended up being the Olympian. So never mind
by
that.
1 point.
Yep.
With no prior experience. You almost whooped on a dude that went to the Olympics.
Yep.
See matter of fact, you did whoop on a dude that went to the Olympics. You just lost by 1 point. Yeah, whatever.
They gave him the gift. So I ended up going to London with them and just being like a training partner and everything.
Oh, nice.
And
so you still end up winning.
I still get to experience everything. I'm fresh. I'm like a kid in the candy store. Hey, this is new to me.
Coming all the way from Omaha, man, of all places.
Nebraska, man. So I did that, and I come back from there, and I won every national tournament that they have in the U.S. From the USA's to the National PALs to the National Golden Glove. I was the first National Golden Gloves champion from Omaha since 1980.
Excuse me.
Lamont Kirkland.
With no prior boxing experience.
Yeah.
Oh
man, to the ringside world champions to other tournaments too, but those are the main 4. I won all those, and then I was on the national team. I was on the WSB team, where it's like a semi-pro.
Your resume is long, brother.
Long resume,
and even for you just being in boxing for that short stint, man.
Yeah. Then I went pro in 2016. Under B&B, that's Terrence Crawford and Brian McIntyre. You know, those my boys though.
So, but did you never boxed with Bub before you went to the Army?
The closest I did with boxing with Bud is he would come down to Coons Park. We down there hooping, everybody just hanging out, you know, just being little teenagers, and he would bring his gloves. and he would have us all fighting each other. He wouldn't
on
fight.
The court.
He had us all like, hey, spar him, fight him. We be down there, homeboys down there swinging. I be the first one to step up. Hey,
that's funny.
Give me the glove. I go with anybody.
That's funny.
I go with anybody. You know, I was
and these are the backstories that nobody know about.
The back
that makes everybody who they are today. You feel me?
Exactly. So we was being there at the park and we be fighting and everything. But when I first started boxing, when I was in the Army, the first person I called was Bud. Like, hey, you know, I'm boxing. I want some work.
Yeah,
I want some work.
But hold up, I got this work, but I've been doing all this work too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He like, man. Bud, he like, man, you ain't ready. It's a whole different level, man. Like, I don't care. I'm ready. Next time I come home, we spar. He's like, all right.
That's funny.
So a couple months into it, I come home and we spar for the first time. Man, you know, I'm in there. I'm tearing everybody up in North Carolina. I get in there with him, throw some punches, do some combination. We working. Caught me to the body. Boom. I'm like, hey.
Those body shots hurt.
Hey, I try to move around the ring. I'm moving around like, man, that hurt. He see it though. You know, he a vet.
Yeah,
he
man.
see it and come. He like, boom, catch me again. Man, I was like, oh, hold on, wait. Wait.
Wait.
I had to stop.
Hold up.
Hey, I had to stop, man. I was like, oh. But from that day forward, he took me to a different level.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, but like, I've been whooping everybody up in North Carolina, but this is where I want to be at. He good.
Yeah.
He good. I'd have been with a lot of people, but ain't been nobody here like this that just catch me this easy. So after that, we became sparring partners every time. When I made the Army boxing team,
yeah, they
moved me to Colorado, and that's where they had the boxing team at.
Is that where the Olympic folks
the
are?
OTC is at the Olympic Training Center. And Bud called me. He's like, man, I'm getting to a point now where I'm getting to these bigger fights. This is before he was champion. This is 2012, 2013. And he was like, man,
I need that work.
He said, I want the work, but I need to get away from Omaha. It's too much distractions. My family, people starting to get to know me and everything. I need to get away. I was like,
that's what happens.
Come to Colorado. He's like, yeah.
Hold on. You said Bud out to Colorado?
Yeah, I was like, hey, come to Colorado. He came to Colorado. Him and the 3 coaches in one car got one hotel room, and they shacked up in the hotel room for a whole month. And we trained down there every day, and he fell in love with it. And since then, he's been coming for every single fight. We go there for every fight for training.
And is there a real difference going on in Colorado?
Yeah, like it's a high altitude, and then we got like I said, it's away from everything.
Now tell everybody what does high altitude do for an athlete?
Man, it's like putting a weight vest on your lungs. It makes your lungs strong because there's a little bit of oxygen up there. So your lungs is fighting to get the oxygen, and you training hard, doing all this while your lungs working hard. So it makes your lungs strong. Like when you go up there in the first, and you just walk up a flight of stairs, you like, I can't breathe. What's going on?
So that's why, Steve. That's why a lot of people who smoke cigarettes, okay,
exactly.
They're in trouble. You in trouble going on? Yeah, okay.
That's where the oxygen is coming from your lungs. So it makes it so when you get in the ring, like, I'm not gonna get tired. Hey, we're gonna be fighting to the death because I'm not gonna get tired. I'm
not getting tired, and a lot of people don't understand that your physical fitness is number one.
Yeah.
So and your skills are number 2. But hey, you gotta have that conditioning.
Exactly.
You know,
we got mountain runs up there. We got like hikes and stuff we do. Got this thing called the incline on Sundays we do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that along with.
But that's good to hear that you got him to go up there though. That's cool.
Being from distraction. So we go from Terrence come up there and they get in the hotel room the first time to renting a small little house.
Okay.
To renting a big house, to renting a mansion. So now he bought a house up there. Now he owned his own house up there. So it's like seeing that it motivates me because I see where he's coming from.
Exactly, man. That's dope. Man.
It motivates me because he got years and years on top of me, but it showed me like if I stay consistent
and stay focused, this is what you gonna get from it. So, but you're not worried too much about the physical wants and needs. It's just about you wanting to be a great boxer, huh?
Yeah, it's been a great boxer, but it's also intro into the other things I want to do to help my community and open businesses to give people jobs around here. And
so you want to actually come back to your neighborhood, and
that's why I'm here.
See,
I've been gone for 12 years, and where I'm at now, back to Omaha.
And it's crazy. I always tell people you have to leave to come back.
Exactly. That's the whole understanding I always had. It's like you got to go out, get the experience, meet people,
get the knowledge,
understand, and get knowledge, and then bring it back to where you're from to help the people who came up with you and the people after you. You can't be selfish and be like, oh, I'm getting this money, I'm about to move to Cali and stay in Cali. Forget Omaha.
Cali don't care about you.
No,
Cali don't care about you.
Don't forget about where you came from. Omaha, because there's a million other people right behind you that need that same motivation, that
same push that you was given
exactly
a while ago.
Even if you found it without nobody helping you, make it easier for the people that come after you. That's the thing. You gotta generational wealth and helping the people after you. That's what you gotta have. Because I wish I had. I wish I had somebody that.
Wish you had that help.
I was born into this. Oh, we got this and get this set up, so now I can build on top of it. Building a foundation. You got to start a foundation for your kids and the people after you.
Man, I commend you, and it's funny because I follow you. And you don't even probably know that I follow you and watch all the little things that you've done. And man, I commend you, man, because I see it, and I love that you do what you do for your community, man. You didn't leave anybody behind, and you try your best to help out people that like you said, that need the help
and
that you can give.
This is the beginning. I'm not even close to where I want to be. My vision and my dreams and my views and stuff is so much bigger. If I can put a number on it, I'm probably at 10% right now.
Wow.
I got a long way, a big list of stuff I want to do.
Well, let's start. Hey, let's start off with this. You about to fight. You got a fight coming up at the September Fest, right?
Yep. Sunday, September 1st. I'm fighting for my first title. It's a national title, but it leads me to the world title.
Oh wow!
So it's a big step forward. I'm fighting a guy. He got about 60 fights.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of experience. He's been in there with everybody. He's the gatekeeper. He been there.
Yeah, I saw the matchup and I went and checked him out. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he been there. He's a tough guy. So, I was going there on my P's and Q's. Cross my T's, dot my I's.
But see, again, training out there in Colorado, as long as your conditioning is right, everything else falls in place, right?
Yeah, and I feel like I had experience and I've seen everything, fighting international, been on the international team and training with the guys I've trained with, right next to the guy that's
considered one of the best in the world. Yeah.
Pound for pound number one, Terrence Crawford, you know what I mean? It's funny saying his full name, cause I'm so used to saying Bud.
Yeah, exactly. Because and again, it's different when you've grown up with somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So, and talking about Bud, but it's all about you right now. And
exactly.
Now after this fight, and after you, because we just gonna assume right now, I'm gonna assume that you gonna get the belt now. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm going there.
You gonna go get the belt, and then what after that?
Oh man, I'm supposed to be campaigning for world title next year for sure.
With B&B is gonna help you with that, right? Oh
yeah, we there, top rank B&B all together. We gonna get there, man. Like I said, I seen it, I watch it, and I seen it firsthand with Terrence, coming up, coming from nothing to something.
Yeah,
you stay to it. This is a perfect example.
And he stays in the neighborhood and he does what he's supposed to do for the neighborhood, and you do the same thing because you're being shown the format. You're being being shown the formula.
Exactly.
So
and like I said, me and him are peers, so we do a lot of stuff together. You know what I mean? He's the face of it. And he's doing stuff.
So he don't think he's better than you.
No.
Just because it's never that way.
It's never that. We do stuff together, and it's it's my boy, and he always give me, shout out, help me got here. You know what I mean? Because we're a team, and we got here together. People don't see all the small stuff behind
exactly. People don't ever see the small stuff. They always see the big things, okay, but they don't ever see the small stuff that yourself or him or the team does that helps,
Exactly.
small amount of people or big amount of people.
Yeah.
And never see that part, huh?
Exactly. Because like I see stuff online. You see people talking about stuff like, yeah, it's crazy having a part of that,
Yeah,
or
man.
I was reading at this there, I was here with this and that. So it's cool seeing that and know that like you had a big part of big great things that happen around.
Well, and so this is what we're gonna do, man. This fight is coming up at the September Fest,
Yeah.
and who was the opponent one more time?
Derek Finley from Chicago.
From Chicago. Them Chicago boys pretty tough, man.
Oh yeah,
but Omaha guys are tougher,
right?
Because we got a lot more. We got a lot more to prove, man.
And it's like, in real stuff, it ain't even about where you from, man. This me as a person, man. I feel like I'm an alien. I'm just out of this world. Like I'm not a normal guy. Like you come around me, you gonna be like, dang, you do this, you do that, you good at this. And
exactly, because you took the chance.
What's up with you? Like
you took, but you
took
the chance to take the chances with all these things, right?
Yeah,
see,
I'm different, man. So it's like I'm not about to just go in there and lay down to nobody. Like you gonna have to come with something special, something real special. Like when I say special, I mean special, because I'm special.
Yeah, because and that, man, you got to know
come
that.
out this world,
you got to know that.
You, like people don't see it yet. If they don't see it yet, they're going to see it. They're going to see like, man, this dude is the truth.
Man, I cannot
and
wait.
Not only in boxing, like this, in everything. This in living life, like everything about me.
And see, you went to the Army and became what technician? What type of technician?
Satellite communication engineer.
Okay, so you're smart. That's one.
Right.
Two, you're not afraid to do anything different, right?
Exactly.
So you're not afraid to do anything different. And on top of that, you doing for your community, man, right?
Exactly.
And so how anyone gonna stop a person who knows who he or she is? You know what I'm saying? No, you know who you are, but at the same time, you know where you're headed.
Exactly. I know exactly where I'm going. The biggest thing that I have, dedication and patience.
That's deadly. Dedication and patience. Yeah, man.
People like, man, call out, get these world titles, get this and do that. I'm like, man, it's gonna come. It's gonna come. I'm not rushing nothing. Because when you rush stuff, that's when you trip and fall.
Well, hold on, Steve. It's like that good pot of chili. You can't rush it. You just let it simmer. You gotta let it simmer. You gotta let it simmer, dog. Hey, you gotta let it simmer, man. You got to let it simmer. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you can't rush it because you rush stuff. You miss stuff. Or you end up tripping and falling.
Spices. You gonna miss some spices.
I don't need to fall. If I fall, I know how to get back up. But if I can avoid it, I'm gonna avoid it. Like I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna get there because I know that. Okay, you sprint, you gonna get tired. You gonna get tired in a couple 100 yards. But I'm going this slow paced jog, and we going to 10 miles.
But you already traded in Colorado, so you got the win.
I'm going to 10 miles. I'm gonna hawk you down, let you sprint. Get your sprint out. You sprint about a mile. You won't get tired though. But I'm right here behind you, catching up at the same pace. Boom, I'm there. I'm coming.
Well, hey man, how can people, because they can go on YouTube and see any of your fights?
Yeah.
And how can people get in touch with you, man? If they want to do any type of appearances, do you train people at all?
I don't train personally, but I have friends and close family members that do.
Okay. And you can refer somebody.
We had the same understanding of training and everything. Trevin, Top Flight Clothing.
Okay.
He trained people. He got his own gym and he got group sessions, and he can train you according to how your body is and what you're looking for. Like he's great at it. He's great at it.
So if anyone out there watching this podcast want to follow your career, man, how can people do that? Okay. What's all your social media, man?
Instagram, Steven Nelson Boxing. Facebook, King Steven Nelson. I have a fan page, Steven So-Called Nelson. You can catch me on any three of those. I stay on there avidly. I'm on there every day, updating the fans and talking to people.
Exactly.
Debating.
Yeah, you supposed to.
You know what I mean? I'm not better than the next man. I'm on here.
Hey,
living life.
And that's good, man. But before we get out of here, I got a few questions. Okay, before we get out of here.
What's up?
Who do you think is the best boxer of all time? Okay, and how did you get the name So Cold? So those are the two things we're gonna leave to our audience to hear from you. Okay, who do you think is the best boxer of all time?
Yep.
And how did you get that? How did you get the name So Cold?
Of all times today, you know, and I'm not gonna be biased. I can't say Terrence Crawford.
You can't say Terrence. There,
yeah. Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd May, and you're saying Floyd because of what undefeated because he's undefeated.
No,
why?
Not because of that. Because of his skill level and his boxing business sense. You know, because at the end of the day, boxing is a business. It's a sport. You know, so all that combined, Floyd Mayweather.
Okay, well, let's say and a lot of people do say Floyd Mayweather. So he coming from a professional.
He's so skilled and. He didn't fall.
Not Roy Jones, not just Floyd, huh?
I like different stuff out of all those guys, but the one who did it the best is Floyd Mayweather.
All right. Well, okay. Why So Cold? Did you give your own? Did you give your own name, or somebody gave it to you, or what, man? Come on now.
The thing is, they say nickname isn't a real nickname unless somebody give it to you.
Somebody give it to you. You're right.
I was in the Army. And we all had like the same type of gloves and stuff. So I put my initials. Do
you remember your battalion from the Army?
Yeah.
You would shout them out.
I was with 7th Special Forces Group.
Okay, all right.
North Carolina.
All right.
1st Battalion. SIG Det. Everybody gonna know what that is.
There it is.
But then when I started boxing, I was with the WCAT World Class Athlete Program. It's like a program where just for people who's an athlete that can make the Olympic team, and their job is to try to get to the Olympics and represent the Army.
Okay.
So all you do is train towards your job. So the last 3 years of my career, that's where I was at.
Dope.
WCAP. But how I got my name, I was in WCAP in the Army, and we all had the same gloves, and I put my initials on the SCN, which is Stephen Cole Nelson.
Okay.
So people was like, who is SCN? The coach like, who is SCN? And then one of my teammates was like, oh, that's probably stand for So Cold Nelson, because he good at everything he do. I was like, that's catchy right there. So cold. I was like, I'm going with So Cold.
So putting your initials and your name, your first name, last name on your gloves, and it kind of made his name
the SCN, So Cold Nelson. They was like, yeah, that's for So Cold, because he good at everything.
That's funny.
He cold at everything he do.
Hey, and that will be a great way.
It's a good way of promoting, and everything I do is So Cold at everything.
But hold on, that's a great way to end this podcast, because you so cold and you so cold at everything you do.
Hey, So Cold. Hey, call me, you need anything. People know I got a business that I do in between boxing, Skills on Wheels, from home maintenance to lawn to snow removal to fixing small things in your house. I'm a handyman. I do it all. Put stuff together. Electrical, plumbing.
But Steve, you know what I notice about people from Omaha is that we've got skills from. It's almost like because of where we was from, we had to do everything. And I'm sure everybody does do a little bit of that in other cities, other states.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's way different for us here in Omaha, because we have to do more. Always happening to do more. Know what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah. And for the kids and teenagers, if you out there and you want to try boxing, B&B Boxing Academy, 3034 Sprague Street, it's free to the community.
Omaha, Nebraska, right? Yeah.
Again, free to the community. Come down, try it out. You might fall in love with it or find out that it's a talent of yours. So just come by.
And
Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. every day.
Are you one of the coaches down there? Or you help out, or do you kind of help? You kind of help out.
I'm not a coach down there. I help out and give tips to the kids and everything. But we have plenty of coaches down there, including Terrence. He be down there giving pointers to people and everything. So all of us, Trevin, Abel, we're all down there. All the fighters down there every day.
Oh well, hey man, I am very proud of you. I'm proud of B&B. I'm proud of anybody that has anything to do with helping our community. Exactly. We all got a role, especially being adults. We all got a role in helping the next man up.
Exactly.
Dog.
And you been here since Man, day one almost, man.
Hey, next man up, brother. That's you.
Been telling me like,
hey man, that's hey.
Do it, man. You special, man. You got it.
I called it. I called it. After you whooped on me.
Yeah, we sparring. I had been fighting for a year. I was a year into my career, and now it's year number 9 going into 10. So
but hey, man, man, Steve, I told you from day one. I like that dude right there got it. So I want to see you. I really, honestly want to see you get it, man. And when I see that day when you get on TV and you get that belt, because we know you're gonna get the belt here after September Fest, but we talking about on TV lifting that belt, man. That's gonna be one of the proudest moments, just like it was the proud moment to watch C-Bug get his first title.
Yep.
So it's gonna be a proud moment because I've seen what you've done, man, and it's cold. It's so cold to see it happening now, man.
So cold, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you coming out, man.
I appreciate you coming out, man. And thank you for this interview and everything promoting, everything you've been doing, man. Like, you've been motivating me since day one.
Hey, man. Hey, we motivate each other, man. So hey, and I know your auntie.
Oh yeah, she talk about you all the time. Mary Allen. Everybody they know Mary Allen from Salem.
They do. That's funny, man. So hey, that is so hilarious, man. So but we appreciate everybody tuning in to the Houston Alexander podcast. Check out my man Steve So Cold Nelson, man. Check out his fights. Check him out on YouTube. And make sure you follow us. And all you have to do is Google me, Houston Alexander. And we'll see y'all next time. We out.
We out.